Thank you for tuning in to Think Tech. Our show, Next Big Thing, gives people who are doing interesting, important, and innovative things a place to share them with the world. Today with us is Vincent Ng. His company makes like an iridescent belt that can go on you when you're riding your bike. Now, I don't know about you, but I've almost been hit by a car myself riding a bike, and I know thousands of people get injured or worse throughout the year, each year, every year, riding bicycles. This product hopes to change that. Vincent is joining us via Skype from San Francisco. Vincent, say hi to our audience.
Hi everyone, how's it going?
So Vincent, you're a pretty young guy. Why don't you tell me your story about why you decided to create such a product, maybe a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background, something that our viewers can really relate to.
Okay, alright, my name is Vincent Pilot Ng. I'm the founder of HaloBelt company. We basically make bright illuminated safety belts for cyclists, military, law enforcement, children's safety, pedestrians, pretty much any avenue that aids in visibility. Our mission ultimately is to save lives. Growing up, I didn't come from much. I'm a first generation I guess immigrant here, and my parents were immigrants, and I'm first generation American. And I've always had a passion for music, DJing, as well as cycling. So when I used to DJ, I used to play with all the light sets and control all the pretty much all the light shows. So I kind of incorporated two passions into one. I basically tried to figure out a way to effectively put an LED light into an essential everyday product and tried to see what I can do in aspects of safety. And about 2 years ago, I started HaloBelt Company, where I basically integrated LEDs into fiber optics into an everyday essential such as a belt. And today we distribute the HaloBelt all over the world, and we're in anywhere from children's safety to coal mining to oil rigs to construction to cycling.
Well, we have some pictures behind me here. I moved over so our audience could see them a little better. It looks like you can attach this pretty much to anything. Police, law enforcement you mentioned, bicyclists.
Yes.
That's really cool stuff. So how does it work?
Basically, there's a tiny LED diode that I've integrated into an elastic belt, and it's 360 degrees reflective, and the illuminated part is via a fiber optic. So basically a light, you can imagine a light shining through a straw, and the straw is polished so fine that the entire straw lights up. And that's basically how it glows that neon color.
And so that makes it, because it's not really sophisticated in terms of materials, it makes it fairly inexpensive and can be put anywhere, right?
Correct, correct. It's a very versatile tool with fiber optics. There's no actual electricity going through the belt, so it makes it, a very durable product, and you could pretty much strap it to anything. You can strap it over your shoulders or your waist or to a backpack, a duffel bag, or your child or your suitcase, or even your bike.
Is this water resistant, or what happens if it gets wet?
It can. We had a stretch goal on our Kickstarter at 100,000 to make it more water resistant. So for the time being, it cannot be submerged. However, it can withstand some pretty extreme downpours.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, a nighttime police officer directing traffic, something like that. They can probably deal with it, right?
Yeah, no problem. No problem. It should be able to withstand any type of weather condition.
Now, why has no one thought of this before? This seems fairly straightforward.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple idea, and when I was looking for something like that online, I couldn't find it. So when I first came up with the idea, obviously I did my research and tried to look for a similar product that I can purchase online or in stores, but I wasn't able to find it. So I decided to hack together my own version. And what started off as a concept or an idea, I put it on Kickstarter to see what type of feedback I would get. I didn't really expect it to actually go viral within a week. And I guess people love the idea of something as simple as an LED belt, and from a cycling product, it's so slowly transformed into a very, I guess, versatile tool that a lot of different avenues use to promote safety and visibility today.
Now, are there any pre-orders now, or how can I get one of these?
Well, currently we're funding on Kickstarter. We have our new version of our HaloBelt 2.0, and it is mini USB rechargeable as well as reflective, and it's extremely bright. And you can find it on Kickstarter. We have about 35 hours left in our campaign, and we're currently at about $145,000 in funding, and
Wow.
close to about 160,
So that's a
including our
success.
website.
That's a success.
I would say so.
And so how long does one of these last if I were to put one on?
If you have it on flash modes, it can last up to 36 hours
Wow.
per charge. So it takes about 2 hours to fully charge. But most people actually use it for about 20 to 30 minutes a day during their commute on their bike or when they're walking their pets or when they're out and about. So if you use it for about 20 to 30 minutes a day, you can actually use it for close to a month without charging. So there's a tiny lithium ion battery that I was able to put inside the belt, and the whole belt only weighs about 4.9 ounces. So it's extremely light, and it's a very on-the-go product.
And what colors is this? The background looks like it's just a white color. Is it available in more than one color?
It's available in red, green, and blue at the moment.
Oh, red, green, and blue. Can it change colors, or is it just
Correct.
one solid color?
It's one solid color. So in each belt, there's a particular LED in it, and then there are two flash modes. There's solid and flash.
And flash is perfect if you're trying to get rescued, or you're
Correct.
trying to really get someone's attention when you're going in through a busy intersection. And solid's
Yes,
probably
yes.
better for if you're a traffic cop, or you're trying to direct traffic and you don't want to distract drivers, but you still want to get their attention, right?
Well, the great thing about the HaloBelt is not only is it reflective, it pretty much illuminates. So the problem with, I guess, reflective jackets are, well, number one, they're not as cool as something that looks like Tron, but most importantly, it's reflectives only show when there's a light source present. So by the time headlights are pointed at you, that's when you're visible. That's when you can actually see the reflective jacket. The great thing about the HaloBelt is even if you're in complete darkness, not only do you have reflectives incorporated within the fiber optic, you would actually illuminate. So it doesn't project light, however, it does glow. So people are able to notice you when you're to the side of them when headlights aren't pointed at you.
And let's see. So we have these fantastic belts. Can you show us one? Do you have one there?
Yeah, I actually do. I have a brand new one right here next to me. So this one isn't charged yet, but that's what it looks like. This is. Let me see if I can show you.
Oh, so it's very
So
flexible. Yeah.
yeah. So the fiber optic is very strong. You can imagine like a straw that goes through. However, the straw's been flattened out into kind of like a very flat oval shape, and then it's been polished very finely. On the other side, it's reflective, and covering the fiber optic itself is reflective PVC as well. So this is the battery pack right here, the battery housing. I don't know if you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
And the flash mode is that solid, and this is flash. Yeah, so at night it's actually extremely bright, and it's pretty strong. It's not gonna break or anything. It's a very on-the-go product. Keep it in the back of your seat just in case for roadside emergencies, and yeah, just strap it on. A lot of people buy it for, I guess, children's safety when they're coming to and from school. And even if your kids are out in the parking lot going to the grocery store, just strap one on. The reflectives as well as the illuminated HaloBelt definitely helps with the safety factor and the visibility, especially because kids are, obviously not as tall. So.
Yeah, we got to take care of our kids. And I also see, if you look down here, you'll see it says next big thing, HaloBelt 2.0. I'm guessing there's a 1.0 that you're not telling us about. What's the 1.0?
Well, the 1.0 was our very first belt, and it launched as just an idea, and that one was made with watch batteries, and it was an idea that I hacked together in my garage in my living room. And when I put it on Kickstarter in June of 2012, that's the first version that actually went viral. So over the past 2 years, we've been able to take in a lot of comments and feedback from a lot of our supporters, and we've been able to improve our belt into not only a more durable product, but a more water resistant and versatile tool that can accommodate more users. So it's not just a simple belt, but you can actually use it for all purposes. And we have a lot of consumers, not just the cycling industry nowadays, but even military and law enforcement.
All right, well, I want to talk a little bit more about how long does this last and how much does it cost, which I'm sure all of our viewers are wanting to know, but they're going to have to wait till we come back from this commercial break. I'm your host, Attila Surest. We're here with Vincent Ng, and his product, the HaloBelt, is going to change the way safety is done in this country, and we hope the world. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Rafi. Every week, I'm right here at Think Tank Hawaii, 3 p.m. on Mondays. My show is Boards' Bio Briefings. What do we do here? Well, we watch sperm swim. We see if they catch anybody. We check out the latest biosimilars. You know, the kind that, what was his name? The guy with the bicycle? I guess we forgot his name, but he was taking EPO and other human growth factors. We'll be talking about human growth factors. You want to know where to get some? Maybe I'll tell. Anyway, you can catch me, as I said, every week right here, Monday, 3 p.m., Think Tank Hawaii, Dr. Rafi. You can also find me on Twitter, BioInfo Medical. Or you can catch me on Facebook, Dr. Rafael Boritzer. I'll be happy to converse with you. Aloha.
We're back, we're live, and you're watching Next Big Thing. I'm your host, Attila Surest, and with us today is Vincent Ng. His product, the HaloBelt, I don't know, I don't even know how to put it. It's a very cool thing. If you've ever seen the movie Tron, and you've seen those really cool neon-looking lights around people, he's made it a reality. And he's with us via Skype from San Francisco. And we're talking about his excellent Kickstarter campaign, which has raised over $144,000 and is just about finished, but it's the second one now in a series. And Vincent's gone through quite a bit of trials and tribulations. And in this part of the show, we like to talk about what got him here, how he feels that the future of this product is going to be in terms of its price and how long it's going to last. So, Vincent, I know during the break I mentioned some of these questions for you. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about kind of like your journey? Because in this part of the show, I really like to focus on your journey and what challenges you've had to overcome and how someone who has such a great idea as this could bring it to the world. And of course, the best way to do that is by learning from people who have done it, such as you. So tell us your story and your words of wisdom.
Okay, well, growing up, I didn't come from a lot. My family basically, we were pretty poor growing up. I grew up with my family, going off of food stamps and recycling and so on. And over the past few years, I've learned to been able to push myself to the limits in life and business. And over the past few years, what seemed like more, I guess, failures than successes, I've been able to come about and push myself to move forward and move forward and push myself to do business and learn about myself and how far I can go. With HaloBelt, I've learned a lot in terms of, I guess, trial and error. Whenever you have an idea, I definitely fully encourage everyone to pursue that idea and make sure you don't have any regrets later on. And with HaloBelt, it's completely changed my life. I can tell you, 2 years ago, I had nothing more than $200 in my bank account, and up to today, not even 2 years actually, I've been able to, I guess, grow a business that professionalizes in saving lives, and I find that the most rewarding thing ever.
So your motivation is saving lives. It's kind of having more like a noble cause, right? This is why you're doing this. That's what kind of gets you up. So would you say that's the first step, is really find something that can really inspire you every day?
Yeah, I mean, I still get emails day to day from parents who bought the Halo Belt for their kids saying, I feel a lot safer with my kid, wearing a Halo Belt to school, or I get emails of people having close calls, but, they believe that something as simple as an LED belt that came about as just a conception of, I guess, just a simple idea that turned into a product that today can actually help save lives. So I definitely think it's extremely rewarding, and that's definitely what gets me going.
Now, did you have mentors along the way to help you with, say, the manufacturing process, which I know is one of the biggest challenges when it comes to, having from inception to conception? How do we do this?
Correct. Well, the first few prototypes I pretty much hacked together in my garage, and I bought bits and pieces off of Amazon, eBay, Home Depot, to try and figure out how to piece together, something I had in my head. And after I created the first prototype, I had to look for manufacturing. Unfortunately, I didn't have any type of mentors, or I didn't work with any design firm or anything like that, just because I pretty much had a zero budget. And I learned everything through trial and error. I first started looking at manufacturing in the US domestically. However, it didn't really seem to be viable to be able to make an illuminated belt, just like what I have right here. So I started looking overseas, and I was able to find sources of manufacturing that can produce this idea I had,
So you
and I
just
only had one
Googled?
prototype.
Was that how you found them?
Yeah, pretty much. I Googled, and I found, I think, Alibaba.com, and I was able to source different manufacturers that said, or that promised they can make something like that. But it did take a lot of prototyping and R&D eventually to finally come up with a product that I was satisfied with.
Now, did you have to fly over to, I'm assuming China, to help with the assembly process, or was it something you could do from here and just kind of manage it remotely?
When I first began, I started managing just via my computer. That's it. It was just via Skype and back and forth emails. Over the past 2 years, I've been back to China 2 times. While the company grew, I had the opportunity and the budget to be able to check on manufacturing, to check on quality control, and make sure everything would be manufactured smoothly. But in the beginning, it was just via Skype and email, and like $400.
$400, Skype, email, and Google, and Home Depot. Don't forget Home Depot
Yeah.
and eBay.
So, yeah.
It's
Home
true.
Depot was big.
That's like an inventor's garage sale, right? You can go out there
Yeah.
and get anything.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of money at Home Depot. I can tell you that.
Well, and so how long are these products going to last? Where can people get them? What's the price range for these units?
Well, I believe that every product that I make should last forever. That's just how I feel. I feel that if I'm going to make a product that saves lives, its intention is not to sell the product. The intention is to save lives. So if the product ever breaks, give me an email. I will be more than happy to send you a brand new one. If the product doesn't serve its purpose, then there's no point for our company to be here.
And so where can people buy these products, or is it still in the Kickstarter preconception phase?
The product is pretty much ready to go. We have a few things that we're gonna wrap up with our Kickstarter. We only have about 35 hours left on our Kickstarter, and we're going towards about 150,000 in funding. So you can find us through www.halobelt.com. That's HALOBELT.com, and just Google HaloBelt. That's pretty much it, and thousands of listings should pop up.
Yeah, so HaloBelt, look for that on Kickstarter within the next few hours, which is going to be tonight, and halobelt.com. Is there any other information maybe we can give our viewers about your product that you feel that maybe we missed? Because I want to make sure that they know how to reach you and they reach out to you and get these things to save some lives.
Well, yeah, you could definitely Google us, find us on YouTube. We have a bunch of different tutorial videos to show how the product works. And like I said, it's a very simple product. We want it to be a very versatile on-the-go product. Just strap it on your shoulders, strap it on your kid. And our sole purpose is to really promote visibility and safety and minimize the types of accidents that we see on the news with cyclists getting hit and pedestrians getting hit. So I think we pretty much covered it.
Perfect. And except the price. What's the price point on this thing?
Oh, yes. The price point, when we first started with our original HaloBelt, we launched at $85 just because we
not
didn't
bad.
have, yeah, we didn't have the type of margins and capability. But today, through the past 2 years, we've been able to grow exponentially, and it's been an incredible journey, and we've been able to source our raw materials as well as manufacture at a lower cost. So our new HaloBelt 2.0s, which are pretty much a better product, it's rechargeable and it's brighter and it's more water resistant. We offer it at right now on Kickstarter for $37 with shipping included.
Wow.
So we really do it with almost zero to profit margin, but we're looking to obviously grow our company and promote safety.
And I want to see some more of these. What else can we strap them onto? Cars, motorcycles? What do you think?
Yeah, a lot of people strap them to their backpacks, and the whole point is to create visibility on their shoulders. When people are biking or on motorcycles, they're kind of hunched over. So larger trucks or semi-trucks have a hard time seeing them, like, especially if they're in their blind spot or even if they're in front of the truck. You can pretty much be creative and do anything with it. Originally, like I said, we started as a cycling product, and we had no idea something as simple as an LED belt could be so versatile. So now we're even in like coal mining industries and oil rigs and construction. So we're all over the place.
Well, you've really made an impact on our world, Vincent, and we appreciate you coming on to Think Tech to share your product and your vision. So let's see, any other parts of the show that you may have missed, feel free to hit the rewind on your YouTube. And if you like us, go ahead and like us on Facebook. We're at Think Tech Hawaii. Now, of course, we have more Think Tech on the way, but we have lots of other shows here on Think Tech. So go ahead and visit thinktechhawaii.com and be sure to visit the HaloBelt. Go ahead, Google the HaloBelt.com, and you can find out more about Vincent's products. Thanks, Vincent, for joining us. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Think Tech. Aloha.